Happy Thursday. So I'm back. I'm gonna do the Thursday energy reading. Hope you guys are doing well. And if you guys did not watch Wednesday's erotic reading, I definitely suggest that you should go back and watch it. Welcome to Lotus Mystic Haven channel. For those who are new, I'm a naturopathic doctor as well as a spiritual counselor with a specialty in hypnotherapy. I'm a life coach. I'm a mindfulness coach. I do auricular therapy. Oh my gosh, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. Okay, so I'm just gonna give you guys a couple of that and just see what the energy is like for Thursday, and just see what you can expect. Although we are still on quarantine, there are still blessings and energy that is still being pulled. So we can definitely benefit from it. It's nothing aside from the normal. I mean, what you can get. Oh, that doesn't look good. Let's see why. Somebody's overthinking. Okay, so let's see. Hopefully that'll turn back around. All right, so let's just go ahead and start off with actually I'm pulling from using the Energy Oracle deck. The first thing I'm just seeing like rest and rejuvenation, which is basically meditation. I'm going to say breathing meditations as well as walking meditations, as well as, you know, I guess we would say like the typical way or the normal way of doing meditations. And that's showing up in the past. And so just saying like, oh, I'm so sorry about that. Moving forward is that you should definitely keep the energy and keep your strength and relying on that energy source as far as like continue to working towards the things that you need to, even if it seems like it's hard or it's complicated or it's just becoming a little bit overwhelming or a little bit too much. Spirit is saying like really push through, utilize their energy and push through. Now that it's showing up that some of you guys are kind of waiting on jobs to come through and it's really not showing up for you. You know, that's not happening, but the reason is that there's a lot of overthinking and you just staying in your head. And so Spirit is like you need to allow some of those things to kind of like really go away. Rely back on to actually being in that meditative state and allowing those obstacles to move, allowing those energies to become unblocked, and actually moving them things yourself besides being stuck into your head, because you overanalyzing, overthinking is not going to help the situation at all. It's only going to cause more blockages and you to be stopped in the direction of where you're trying to go and what you're supposed to be doing. And then it's also showing me that the sacral chakra is actually open. When it's in reverse like this, it is actually open. So with it being open, it's just saying like use your creativity, utilize this time. Obviously, maybe this downtime is for you to make you a side business, have you a side hustle, and just seeing like exactly what you can do, what you can create, using that energy to be able to have something that would be lucrative from home. You don't necessarily just have to be, you know, so set on, you know what I'm saying, having this particular job. Maybe something is waiting and in the balance for you to actually come through and be something that you really desire and something that you really want. You have to find something that's actually going to be in alignment with your life purpose too at the same time. If it doesn't make you happy, then why would you do it? That's just my way of saying. If it doesn't make you happy, why would you do it? That's just like having a business at home. If I didn't love what I did, you know what I'm saying, I probably wouldn't get some of the clients and stuff like that that I have. Like, I love what I do because, one, I love helping people. I love healing people. I love, you know what I'm saying, like even I utilize the things that I know and do for myself because I love what I do. So at the end of the day, like, I love being independent. I love not having to go work a 9 to 5 and actually going to work for somebody else. But this is just what I do, but it's because I love what I do too at the same time. So spirit will draw in what you need as long as you love what it is that you're doing. Don't treat it like it's the thing is always what they say is don't treat it like it's a job, because at the end of the day, anybody can hate their job. I know when I worked a regular 9 to 5, I hated working a 9 to 5. I hated answering to somebody. I hated getting up at a particular time and not being able to do what it is that I wanted to do. And it was something that I didn't love. Like, I hated it. Period. Point blank. Now, I just pulled a couple of other cards. Now, it is showing me that a cycle is coming to an end. And with the cycle coming to an end, it is showing that there is transformations that are coming. So, though this cycle may be coming to an end, there is a new beginning. But you need to find your purpose. Some of you do not know your purpose. Some of you don't. You need to find your why. Let's just put it that way. Some of you need to kind of find your why. Find out exactly why you're here. What is your ideal purpose? What is the reason that Spirit brought you back here to do, so that you can be able to help yourself, but along with helping somebody else? Everybody's purpose is different. Everybody's path is different. And so none of ours is the same. Although we may travel on the same journey with each other, it doesn't always mean that we have the same purpose. Some people are just here to just be parents, you know what I'm saying, and just love and raise their children. Other people are here to, shed compassion on other people. Some of us are here to be healers, and some of us are here to be teachers. Some of us might have multiple jobs, say, as far as like having a life purpose. There are many and multiple life purposes, but you need to find your main one. So I would say definitely sit in some time of isolation and try to figure out exactly what that is. Some of you are in this place where you need to actually be trying to love yourself a lot more. You need to be practicing that self-love and that self-care. If you're so in this place of you're insecure or you have low self-esteem, that's the time where you really need to find out exactly what it is that you need to do for yourself and how to love yourself, and actually work with your solar plexus, work with your lower chakras, your sacral chakra, your root chakra, and things like that, so that you'll be able to be in that space of where you can actually love yourself and actually love and that way you can bring and usher in other love. Okay, let me take a little sip here. I honestly been recording and I'm quite tired. This might be my last video. Some of you kind of like are in that place where you are actually overthinking things, and because you might have all these opportunities that did come your way, or there might have been something really good for you where a door did open up, and then you're sitting there questioning yourself and saying to yourself, maybe talking yourself out of some things. You need not talk yourself out. That you're gonna close that door when you should be just walking through it, but instead you're over there kind of like really self-sabotaging yourself. And you don't need that. Some of you are having a poverty mindset where you're thinking to yourself, money is the root of all evil. If you think that way, that money is the root of all evil, baby, you will not get it. Okay, law of attraction, and really, one way of like what I learned in school, especially like with spiritual business or whatever, is if you believe that money is the root of all evil, then you are basically saying that you don't need money. And because you don't need money, when we live in an environment where we have to have money to actually be able to live, right? You have to pay your rent, you have to pay your bills. If you have a car note, you have to pay your car note. You have to eat, you know what I'm saying? So you have to have money. But then you're sitting on the sideline saying like, well, I don't have money to do this or X, Y, and Z, or even just go and have fun or take a vacation. You need money for that. So if money is the root of all evil, you will never get it. And I get where some people are coming from with the conception of money is the root of all evil, because they sound like pretty much money changes people. But let me tell you something, money doesn't change you. It only shows up who you are. So you've always been this person, who's been very vain or very boastful, you know what I'm saying? Is only going to show that up, and that's who you are. That's who you've always been. And for some people who come from, not having anything at all, they don't know how to act when they get money. And so to them, they'll just blow it all out. You have to have some type of discipline when it comes down to money. So I would definitely say discipline your money. Stop saying money is the root of all evil, because you are basically kind of like cursing yourself to not be able to get money the when you need it and how you want to get it. Okay, so that's one thing. I definitely say, like, there's a lot of abundance that should be coming in, but you're like, again, you're keeping yourself from it. Some of you are actually going to benefit and reap from the harvest of you actually having the abundance of you sowing the seed. So this is a perfect time to go ahead and drop those seeds. Like, I actually been out there planting my garden, so I've been sowing my seeds so I can reap the harvest of my actual plants. But when you sow your spiritual seed, at the end of the day, whatever it is that you are sowing into the universe, you are going to get it back. As you know, we just came out of this full moon energy, which we're still kind of riding in at the end of the day. And being Thursday is a money day, I definitely say take advantage of it. Use green candles or white candles to actually kind of draw in, a gold or silver candles to actually draw in more of abundance. Write out your intentions. Write it out on a brown piece of paper in black ink. Place it under the candle and say your prayer, and boom, wait till that money start flowing in. Okay, regardless of if it is some type of shutdown or whatever, there is still a way for you to grasp money. You have many things to do. Utilize that and do what it is that you need to do. Spirit is saying you need to act on your creativity to build an investment, and build a financial gate flow for you to open up and actually get what it is that you need. And at the end of the day, this card, which I think we had this on Monday, it is still showing up even today. It's saying, like, you have a reason to celebrate. Sometimes you need to celebrate yourself instead of trying to self-sabotage yourself. So change that thing around. Instead of you doing that, start celebrating yourself a lot more. As a life coach, we definitely tell people, you know what, instead of saying like your shoulda, woulda, couldas, and could not, you should actually be praising yourself, because there's something that you're missing along the way where you could have been celebrated because you already achieved it. So like, celebrate the things that you've already achieved and the things that you are going to achieve anyways, because at the end, when you get there, you're going to still celebrate. Okay, so celebrate all the way up into that time. Again, it is coming back to, it's showing with the High Lord of Gratitude in the service. It's showing me, making sure that you also find the light within yourself, because happiness dwells on the inside of us. So you need to have your light to come on the outside. If you've been feeling down, if you're feeling depressed, if you've been feeling like you're in a devastating moment, for some of you might need to utilize this time to actually meditate or do yoga or do some sort of alternative a service for yourself to actually find the peace, the happiness, the love that's inside of you, so other people can actually see that. And when that energy radiates from the inside out, guess what, it opens all type of gates for you to actually benefit from. So I'm just saying to you today, find your light that's on the inside and allow it to actually shine outward. Okay, you have to find your peace within so that you can have peace on the outside as well. Pay attention. I'm seeing signs of actually birds and things like that. To me, I don't know, I'm just picking up that maybe the iris flower would be very beneficial to you. Iris flowers sometimes signify peace, they signify love, they signify prosperity, they signify a union as well. And with these birds that are showing up, they're showing up as protectors to you. Again, I'm seeing hawk feathers. So hawk feathers, you think about the aggressive nature of a hawk, and also being out there searching, seeking, whatever you're searching for, whatever you're seeking, it is going to show up to you. Be able to listen and tap into your higher self and listen to spirit and what spirit has to give to you. Okay, I'm gonna pull an angel card, and we'll see with that one. I really do read it really differently. Let's see. All right, let's see. It's saying everything is moving in divine order. Let's pull 3. Oh, and that one jumped right on out of there. All right. What did I say? Listen to spirit. Listen. Go on the inside and listen to spirit. They are giving you messages. They are giving you symbols. They are giving you signs. You keep repeatedly asking again. If you're seeing angel numbers, that's synchronicity. It is giving you a sign. Go Google it. Research it. I get a lot of people that always come to me, especially when they get readings and stuff like that, and ask me about angels. I'm like, go and Google it. Research it. It's really that simple. Like, you can go and Google it and research it. Really just ask if you can meditate. Make your intention to, when you're meditating, ask them, what does the angel numbers mean to you? Ask them to show you a clear sign, and they will give it to you. They will tell you exactly what it is. Then again, I'm seeing nothing but birds. All of these are signs of birds. Like I was saying earlier, I kept seeing birds coming to you. So there's some sign of that there is peace that is coming. There are white doves that are here. Doves are a sign of peace. They are a sign of promise. So there is peace that is coming. There is promise that is coming. If you've been looking for that, it will come. It's going to reside in you. Everything is moving in the divine order that it's supposed to. You have to keep the balance within yourself so that it can stay the way that it's supposed to stay. Okay? Pay attention to the moon cycles, because sometimes some of these moon cycles can affect our energy in a certain way, especially with certain zodiac signs and the way that the planets line up, and your energy, your zodiac sign falls into the energy. It definitely can make you feel a different type of way. Some people, tend to be more reserved. Some people tend to be more depressed or high emotional. That can make you feel antsy, can make you feel angry. And if some of these things that you've been feeling that way, or if you've been feeling like a lot of like the veil is kind of down for you or whatever, and you've been feeling a lot of spirit come through, they're just saying to pay attention, because there are messages that are trying to get through to you, but you are being too preoccupied with kind of looking in a different direction instead of focusing on what they're trying to show you. So I would definitely say pay attention to what spirit is trying to show you, and definitely tune in. Okay, that's the reading for Thursday. Enjoy your Thursday. I hope that this resonated with you. If it didn't, of course, yet again, take what you need and throw the rest away. Okay, this is just a general reading. If you would like a personal reading, you can contact me by email at lotusmystichaven@gmail.com, or you can contact me on Facebook at Lotus Mystic Haven, or on Instagram at Lotus Mystic Psychic. I still have not yet been able to change that, but it is what it is for right now. All right. Well, I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday, and I'll see you on Friday.